There are a number of reasons why Shaun of the Dead has endured as a horror comedy classic for the past 20 years. Its fantastic cast, frenetic transitions, and brilliant one-liners being chief among them. It's fair to say Simon Pegg and Edgar Wright were showing off with this one, not just on the screen or behind the camera, but also behind the keyboard. With Shaun of the Dead, Pegg and Wright wrote one of the best scripts of the early 2000s. I could make a dozen videos breaking down any number of stylistic choices and techniques they mastered in their script and film, but in this episode of Inside the Writer's Room, we're going to talk about one: plant and payoff. Plant and payoff is as simple as it sounds. A screenwriter plants a seemingly unimportant detail early in the story that becomes important, even crucial, later in the film. Chekhov's gun is perhaps the most famous example of this. It's not complicated, but when done well, it can be a whole lot of fun for the audience. What makes it such an effective storytelling technique is that it taps into the natural tendencies of an audience to make predictions, rewards them for being correct, while simultaneously enriching the thematic elements of the story itself. All in all, it helps create a more rewarding viewing experience. Shaun of the Dead is filled with planned payoffs, from its throwaway one-liners that come back, literally.
Hey, you're dead. Which button central locking? Prick. Next time I see him, he's dead. Shaun, look who it is! Like a doodle-doo!
To Shaun and his mom's wayward flowers.
I think they're for me.
They even threw in an actual Chekhov's gun gag.
And there's a rifle above the bar.
I would think that's deactivated.
Surely.
It's not, I'm telling you. Why don't you just shoot him, man? Ed, for the last time. I fucking knew it.
While all these examples and the dozens more littering the film are hilarious and well executed, it's this one that stands out above the rest.
Listen, this isn't going to take a second, all right? Philip, have you still got the child locks on? Safety first, Shaun.
Early in the film, we learn that Shaun and not his father Philip have had a difficult relationship. Shaun's mom married Philip when Shaun was 12 after his father had passed away. Despite spending only a few moments talking about their history in the film, Pegg's and Wright's writing and dialogue are so precise and they paint such a vivid picture that the audience understands Shaun and Philip's relationship down to its bones. The audience being in the know about their relationship is why the joke is so funny when Shaun complains about the child locks. They understand Shaun was 12 when Philip came into his life, well beyond the age most parents would use the child locks. Yet in that one line, we get a clear demonstration of how overbearing Philip actually was. It's a clever, witty, and hilarious joke. Peg and Wright could have stopped there, leaving it as a one-and-done joke, and it would have been a fun gag and a great movie. But instead, they used it as a springboard for one of the best moments in the entire film. How they accomplished that is a masterclass in joke and storytelling. First, they plant the idea of the car locks in the audience's mind, but bury it as a joke. Wright and Pegg give us just enough time to forget all about it before they hit the audience right in the feels with Philip's dying apology to Shaun.
I just wanted you to be strong and not give up because you lost your dad. I always loved you, Shaun. There's a good boy.
Philip confesses he always loved Shaun, that he was trying to help him and make him strong. It's heart-wrenching and arguably one of the film's most emotionally raw moments. Shaun realizes how badly he misjudged Philip. Philip realizes how his attempts to show Shaun love actually pushed him away, and they realize it too late to do anything about it. Pegg and Nye both drop the shtick and deliver a tear-jerking performance. It's tender, touching, and completely unexpected over halfway through the film. It's at that moment, just when the audience is at its most emotionally vulnerable, when Pegg and Wright pull the rug out from under us and pay off their earlier plan.
Mum, it's Philip. He's gone.
Where's he gone?
Mum, he's dead.
No, he isn't.
It's such a terrific payoff because it's rooted in the characters themselves. It's hilarious on the surface, but it also has layers to it, each one rooted in Shaun and Philip's relationship. Philip kept the child locks on the car because he was, in his own misguided way, trying to protect Shaun. And now those same child locks might lead to Shaun being killed by Philip himself. That's not just great comedy, that's great writing. Any writer can plant a gun in Act 1 and pay it off in Act 2 or 3, but only the masters of their craft can attach irony, humor, and pathos to that payoff, like Peg and Wright do in this small moment. It's one moment of many that makes this film the classic it's become. Thanks for stopping by the Writer's Room at Video Village Reactions. Until next time.